How's it going, everyone? My name's Damien. Here I've got my LDV T60 Max Pro 2022 model. Thought I'd make a quick video to show you how to change the fuel filter on one of these, because it seems to be different from older models. When I did a search to try and find information on how to change this one, I couldn't find anything. So a few things that you are going to need that will be different from other models are obviously the filter itself. So I've got a Ryco R2922P. This particular tool, you're going to need one of these tools. So this, there's the code there. V80/V90. I got it off Alibaba website. I'll put a link in the description. And just a shifter to drain the fuel filter itself. And probably a tub as well to drain some fuel into. Now the fuel filter location is underneath the vehicle on the passenger side, and that is it there. So we're going to drain that, work the special tool on it. Hopefully it's relatively painless. I don't skin my knuckles. I've tried everything else with this before. I went and bought this special tool. Tried a oil filter wrench, adjustable one. It wasn't going to work. So let's see how this goes. If it works, buy the special tool and you'll be able to do it yourself. Something else that's going to make your life a little bit easier is just get the passenger side up on a stand there, so you can get underneath the car a bit easier. And yeah, empty protein tub makes good use. Not the greatest camera work, but the tool certainly works. So like I said earlier, buy yourself this tool and you will be able to change this yourself. I feel like I'm going to get some fuel pissing down soon, so I need my tub. So once you undo the lower housing, filter is still up there. So we'll remove that. Put in this new bad boy. So the fuel filter simply just twists and pulls off. So there's our old one. And here's our new one. So a bit of a comparison on the two. Old one, new one. This was for the 50,000k service. And simply, whoops. Sorry about that. Simply just pushes back in. So the filter housing has this rubber gasket, which you need both hands to get to. But anyway, make sure you get yourself a new one of those. The filter itself actually came with a new one. I'm just going to use the one that I got from the Alibaba order, just because that one's in a plastic wrap, and I'll just keep this one. Put it on and replace the housing. Installation of the housing is simply reverse of how it came off, obviously. So tighten as much as you can with by hand. And again with the tool from Alibaba. Tighten it back up. The thing like that as well, like this tool. I wasn't sure if it was plastic or if it was metal. You can hear it, it's obviously metal, so it's pretty good quality. Okay, last bit of advice for this one is it was quite difficult to tighten back up. A lot easier to take off, but pretty hard to put back. So just make sure that it is actually sealed up properly against the main housing. As the new gasket, the new rubber gasket starts to go in, gets really hard to tighten it up. So yeah, make sure you got yourself enough room underneath the car to get underneath there, and end up using the tool and sort of like push motion against the outside of the vehicle to get it on there. So yeah, there you go. That's fuel filter is now installed. Before you actually start the vehicle, start the car, you just need to prime the ignition a few times to get any bubbles out of the system. So I watched a good video on this. I'm not going to film it myself, but there's a good video on priming the fuel lines for diesel vehicles. I might be able to link it in. I don't know, this is the first time I'm uploading a video. And yeah, once you do that, it could take about eight goes on the ignition. You'll hear once the bubbles disappear out of the lines, then you should be ready to start the car, and that's the job done.